Hello, and thank you so much for joining us for the Festival of Cinema NYC virtual filmmaker interviews. I am Stephen S. Miller, Cabaret Star, and I'm being joined by my fabulous co-host, Bonnie Rose, star of film and television. Today, we are so excited to be joined by Brad Cooper and Guy Zimmerman with their film, Hello, Say, which will be playing on Saturday, October 3rd at 10 p.m. Welcome to the show.
Hi, glad to be here.
Nice to be here. Nice to be here. Nice to meet you both.
Yeah.
Thank you. Same here. Welcome to the Festival of Cinema interview. We're really, glad that you can join us today. Because you're coming in from LA, is that correct?
Correct. That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, we're here.
So, Guy, why don't you tell us a little bit about the film?
Yeah, so Hello, Say is a sort of hybrid horror short, in a way, about a villainous billionaire who is visiting and threatening a woman who he feels wronged him in the past. And she turns out to be a little more than he expected. So why villainous billionaires would be something we are interested in 2020, I don't know, but there you go.
That's exactly what I was about to say. What was your inspiration and the perfect timing of this right now? But I also wanted to ask, what directors inspired you?
Oh,
because this is a,
yes.
This is a thriller, and it reminded me of a certain director. So I'd be interested.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, well, well, I'm a huge Stanley Kubrick fan, for sure. There are other folks, that I grew up in the era of the great auteurs, Scorsese and Polanski, for that matter, although, of course, there's some problems with Polanski, but great filmmaker. And the great European directors also, Buñuel, there's a kind of surrealism in the piece. But I'm so curious who you had in mind or who you thought of.
Well, I'm just going to say a little Alfred Hitchcock.
Oh, I love me some Alfred Hitchcock. Oh, I love me some Alfred Hitchcock.
In fact, there's a moment in there where the character falls and hits the floor, and I think we really definitely, that was our moment where we actually had a Hitchcock shot in mind, right.
Yeah.
From Psycho.
Yeah, I mean, Hitchcock is just so fantastic. In fact, I've been watching some Hitchcock lately. Yeah.
Something reminded me of The Birds. There were certain moments, I don't want to give away the thriller, but there were certain moments that I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean now, and I'm sure that that's true. Just, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, we had some fun doing it, and Brad and I are both East Coast people. I lived in New York for many years and come from the East Coast, and same with, he was from Connecticut, and so it's really nice to think that we're bringing this from the strange land of Southern California to New York audiences.
We have friends going to the festival.
Oh, that's great. That's so great. What I wanted to ask you also was, and beautifully shot, the cinematography was amazing. How did you go about getting all the different locations?
So this is Brad. Well, Brad and I. This is the second film we've made together, and we're working on a third one now. And a lot of our sort of approach, because Brad shoots and edits, and also is capable of doing music, although he didn't do music in this. And so what that enables us to do is shoot the primary locations in a kind of initial shooting period, and then add the sort of B-roll second unit locations later when we know exactly what we need, and we go in and just do these little surgical shoots that capture, some of the other locations. And it helps us keep the budget where we can afford to make the film. That's part of how we work.
Which was really going into the next question, and it's so wonderful that you have worked together beforehand, so you are in sync with each other. How did the funding come about, or how did this particular project come about, and how did you get
we did
so many people involved?
we did the primary budget. The primary shoot was funded through a grant from the LA County, from LA County out here. And then we had probably for the post-production, and there was a lot of computer graphics that went into the piece. And that we funded through a pretty challenging but ultimately successful crowdfunding effort.
And
where,
big shout out to Jeff.
Yeah.
Who did
Oh,
visual effects for us.
We had a friend of mine who is a CGI artist, he's a painter too, and I knew him way back. He took this on and probably did a $50,000 job for something like 5,000 because he's starting a company, and then we just got so lucky. He also did the music for us, and he did a beautiful job. So
he and his partner,
Sean.
Yeah,
right.
Sean. But yeah, all the CGI bees were something they created for us, which was just a godsend.
It was a godsend, and we were kind of like, well, we'll figure that out when we come to it. And when we came to it, we were like, oh my God, what are we going to do? And we were very fortunate that Jeff was there for us. So.
Well, I could see the caliber and what went into this. That's why I said, like, what kind of a budget did you have? But, you know, the fact that you have a community, which it does take a village to do anything. You had that village, and the product and the finished was just absolutely incredible. Especially,
well, thank
I don't
you
want
so
to
much.
give away with the clocks. I found that, you know, always a good resentment, you know, can start off anything, which is the premise of this particular film.
Yes, that's
and
right.
The timing is so perfect. The timing is just so.
Yeah,
so perfect.
Jeff McCullough is the name. Yeah, no, thank you so much. You know, it's wonderful because I love to feel like, you know, the film was received, and evidently, and from your comments, I can feel like you were in sync with what I was trying to communicate, which is fantastic, actually, what we were trying to communicate.
And we're really thrilled that you have friends that are coming to the Festival of Cinema, you know, at the drive-in. We would love it if you could be there yourselves, but how excited are you? Did you ever expect to see this, you know, in a drive-in or up on a...
Yeah.
I grew up on drive-ins. I grew up in drive-in movies, so I'm thrilled.
But our good friends of mine, Linda and Bob, are coming out from Connecticut. Their son's an ER doctor in New York. So he's been working through all this stuff. He might also be going to it.
Oh, well.
So yeah, I'm thrilled that they can go to it.
Huge shout out to them for showing up. And, you know, we really want to thank you for taking the time today, you know, coming in from LA to do this interview with us. Thank you so much from the Festival of Cinema. And I'll bring it back to you, Stephen, now. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you both so much for being here with us today, and best of luck with the film. And we cannot wait to see it on that 5-story, you know, screen. It's going to be phenomenal, and you know, I'm nervous to see how big the bees are. But thank you so much, and best of luck with everything.
Thank you again. Thank you again.
And
have a great day.
You too, and special thanks to the fabulous Bonnie Rose for joining us as well.
Quick church photo. Oh, it happened.
And until next time, have a great day.
See you at the drive-in.